Hi little skeletons, it is Disney Queen Skelly here and welcome back to the Verses video. So today's a weird one, I know, I don't know why, but when I was making these verses, this just made sense to me to put them together. I'm just going based off of what past me did. So today we're doing the sailing ship Columbia here in Disneyland, sorry, and then we're doing the Kilimanjaro safaris in Florida. I've been on both. I personally love both attractions. What's cool mostly about the sailing ship Columbia is you can go down in the galley, I want to say that's what they call it, down in the galley, and it's like a whole setup to where they had like where the captain's quarters were and where the mates would stay, so it's pretty interesting. But let's have the fun facts, do the talking. First, we're going to start with the sailing ship Columbia. So here are some fun facts about sailing ship Columbia. The ship is 84 feet tall and 110 feet long. It serves as Captain Hook's pirate ship during the Fantasmic show. Columbia sailing ship is a full-scale replica of the first American ship to sail around the world. When it was created in 1958, it was the first three-mast windjammer built in the U.S. for more than 100 years. Take a close look at the American flag on the stern. It's the same flag design that the original ship would have flown in 1787. Disneyland is the only Disney theme park where you'll find the sailing ship Columbia. Next, we're going to talk about some fun facts about the Kilimanjaro safaris in Disney's Animal Kingdom. So here are some 16 wild facts about Kilimanjaro Safari in Disney's Animal Kingdom. For the very first Jumbo, hello, to the very last Kwaherini, goodbye, I really hope I'm pronouncing that right, if not, I'm so sorry, you hear on the Kilimanjaro Safari ride, you are fully immersed in the experience of traveling across the African belt. Disney's Animal Kingdom's premier attraction does an incredible job of combining realistic settings, a bouncy safari truck ride, and exotic, beautiful animals into a magical adventure that is a different experience every time you do it. Here are 16 things you might not know about this incredible attraction. 1. The size of it all. The entire Magic Kingdom theme park, 107 acres, could fit entirely within the area taken up by the Kilimanjaro Safari, 110 acres. It is the largest attraction in all of the Disney parks with regard to the area covered. That's a lot of dirt. To create the Kilimanjaro Safari, Disney had to move over 1.5 million cubic yards of dirt and place 2.3 million trees, bushes, and plants. It was all started by a Walt. The original concept for the Jungle Cruise in the Magic Kingdom called for real animals, but it was believed that they would be too unpredictable, so audio animatronics animals were used instead. It was when Disney's Animal Kingdom was being planned that Imagineers decided having live animals was an attraction was a real possibility, and Walt's version was finally realized in Kilimanjaro Safari. How much is that rhino in the window? When obtaining animals for the opening of Animal Kingdom, Disney opted to bring them in from other zoos and reputable breeders rather than get the animals from the wild. 5. Strike a pose. Through the careful placement of salt licks, fodder like hay and grass, and freshwater supplies, the animals are encouraged to stay close to the road so that you can see them when you ride by the safari vehicle. Additionally, Disney uses air-conditioned rocks and other temperature tricks to coax the animals to stay within view of the guests on the safari ride. No line jumping. Disney uses water features, moats, electric fences, and natural barriers to keep the animals within their proper areas. Additionally, cattle guards, wires, and chains are placed on the ground to prevent the animals from crossing into other areas. Do you hear what I hear? Audio cues are used to call in the various animal species to their enclosures at night. Sounds that are used include drums, whistles, horns, bells, and duck calls. Did the flamingos find it first? When rolling by the Flamingo Island during the safari, take note of the island's shape. It's a classic Mickey head shape, a hidden Mickey. It's the place to be. The Kilimanjaro Safari ride is one of the more popular places for cast members to work in all the Disney parks. Previous cast members have even set up reunions to get together with their former coworkers on Kilimanjaro Safari. What time is the animal parade? It is generally considered that the best time to ride the Kilimanjaro Safari is first thing in the morning or around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, since the animals tend to be the most active at those times. Change is good. The ride has changed a few times over the years, including before it even opened. A startling prop of an elephant killed by poachers was removed prior to Kilimanjaro Safari opening due to negative comments from ride testers. A storyline based around poachers and featuring Little Red, a juvenile elephant, was used for years before changing to a storyline about a missing elephant. Eventually, even that storyline was removed from the ride as well. The focus of the Kilimanjaro Safari ride is now completely on the real animals. Where you sit matters. Sitting near the front of the safari truck will lessen the bumping that you feel as you travel. Sitting near the back of the truck will make the ride feel more bumpy and jumpy. No loitering allowed. Guests on Kilimanjaro Safari can occasionally see black vultures lounging around on the savannah. They are native to Florida and are not supposed to be in the attraction. Ah, poop. 2,000 pounds of manure is produced by the elephants at Disney's Animal Kingdom every single day. But this is Disney, so even that is recycled and used as fertilizer on the grounds across the Disney property. I think that I shall never see. In order to create the appearance of flat-top acacia trees, which are commonly found in the savannas of Africa, Disney simply trims Florida oaks to look like them. Probably not tough enough for a company that can turn bushes to Disney characters. Are those real animals? Animals that can be seen on the Kilimanjaro Safari ride include antelopes, cheetahs, crocodiles, elephants, flamingos, gazelles, giraffes, hippopotamus, lions, okapis, ostriches, warthogs, wild beasts, zebras, and even the critically endangered black rhinos. What was the most amazing sight or experience that you had on your Kilimanjaro Safari ride? Or if you've not yet had the opportunity to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom to ride it, what would be your favorite animal to see? Alrighty folks, and that is it for the Versus video today. So I talked a little bit about the sailing ship Columbia. I'm going to talk a little bit about Kilimanjaro Safari. No, I've been on it 3 times. I personally love the Kilimanjaro Safari. It's really cool to see the animals out. I remember at one point I was 17 years old, and I remember we were in the safari, like we were in the truck, and we stopped because a giraffe had stopped in the center of the road and none of us were allowed to do anything. They can't touch the animal, move the animal, honk at the animal. We literally have to stay there until the animals move on the road. And I think there are signs all throughout the queue that say your wait time could be longer than expected because of animals walking across the road or stopping on the road, laying down, and they can't move them. So be really careful when you go out to the Kilimanjaro Safari. There is a huge chance you might end up being stopped on the road. I recommend taking snacks, water. Just obviously don't feed the animals, dress appropriately, you know, all that good stuff. Me personally, I prefer the sailing ship Columbia here just because there's no chance of you stopping, for one, and for two, it's really fun to learn about not only the wildlife that the people have set up around the rivers of America, you also learn about the native tribes that are there, and you also learn about how pirates used to live their lives on ships. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye little skeletons, stay safe, and I love you guys.